everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 3 easy and simple hand-lettered Christmas cards that you can send to friends and family this holiday season. The designs are going to start out simple and get a little bit more complicated, but I still think they're easy enough for anyone to do and make look beautiful. And I'm going to be giving you guys lots of tips along the way. And as always, if you enjoy this content, we would love it if you would consider subscribing to our channel. It's completely free and easy to do. All you have to do is click that red button below this video so that you can keep up with all of our fun content. Now, I think that's all I have to say, so let's get right into it. You are gonna need 1 white card. I just made mine out of white cardstock, a pencil, a black gel pen or a Sharpie, a set of fine tip colored markers, and a ruler. And I forgot to mention that you're also gonna probably want an eraser. I mess up all the time, and so I like to be prepared and have that on hand. The first thing you're gonna do for this card is to mark guidelines 1 inch from each side of the card so you can keep your lettering straight. Now, using your pencil, go ahead and outline the Merry Christmas. Using pencil is great because it doesn't have to look good the first time. Just make sure when you're drawing that line from the bottom of your Y, bring it out further than the M because Christmas is longer than Merry. Now take your Sharpie and go over your letters, like so. And then this is where the hand lettering comes in. So in order to make your letters look like beautiful calligraphy, you are going to thicken the downstrokes. So wherever your hand naturally moves downward in each letter or towards you, that's where you're going to add a little bit of extra thickness. Now take your eraser and erase all the pencil lines so you can see what it really looks like. Now on the line between your Y and your C, go ahead and add little Christmas lights. They do not all have to look identical. In fact, I think if there's a little variance in size, it actually gives it character and looks really cute. Now for the really fun part, grab 3 different colors and fill in all the little lights. And then you're done. For this second project, you're going to need a craft colored card, a pencil, Sharpie, small paintbrush, white paint, gold paint, something to pour your paint on. I am not fancy and don't have a palette, so I use a plate. And then you'll also need an eraser again. To start this one off, take your pencil and write out "Let It Snow." Make sure that the L and the I in "Let It" are chunky so that you have space to draw stripes inside. And then go ahead and do "Snow" in cursive. Go over the letters with Sharpie and then add your stripes. I'm not adding any more thickness to my hand lettering. I like the simplicity of this look. Once you're done, go ahead and erase all the pencil marks. Next, you're going to grab your gold paint and pour a little bit out onto your plate. You really do not need a lot here. I cannot emphasize that enough. The amount that you see me pouring was actually even too much, so just a couple drops. Then you can add decorative dots following the outside of the S and the W, and then I also decided to add it on the L and the I because I liked the look of it so much. Next, grab some white paint and using the same paintbrush or one slightly larger, add snowflakes all around the page, making sure to vary size and spacing so that it looks natural. And once you've done that, you are done. For this final project, you're going to need a square card, a round object to draw the wreath on the card, a pencil, a black gel pen, a Sharpie, a set of watercolor markers or watercolor paint, and an eraser. First, you're going to want to decide if you want your card to open vertically or horizontally. Then you're going to place your circular object in the middle of the card. I usually just eyeball it and trace around it with a pencil. Now on opposite sides of the circle, you can start drawing branches for the mistletoe leaves. There's really no science to this. Add as many as you feel. Now you can go over your branches with your black gel pen and add teardrop-shaped leaves at the end, alternating larger leaves and smaller leaves. It's important to draw your leaves first and then complete the circle of the wreath so you don't end up having any wayward lines going through your leaves. Now you can add berries by drawing circles in groups of 2 and 3 throughout your branches. Before repeating on the other side, be sure to check that your ink is dry and won't smudge when your arm is resting on it, as I have done one too many times. Now you can complete your circle, just make sure to jump over any leaves that are in your way. Now use your pencil to outline joy to the world. I like to do joy and world in cursive and then to the printed. And to make my printed words look a little bit fancier, I just widen them a little bit. You probably know the drill by now, but your next step is to outline all your letters in Sharpie and thicken the downstrokes on your cursive words. Then give it a good erasing, being sure not to smudge any of the ink that may still be wet. Now it's time to color. Grab your watercolor markers or your watercolor paint and fill in your leaves and berries. I like to make the berries red and then use 2 different shades of green for the leaves, making the smaller leaves a lighter green and the larger ones a darker green. And woohoo! Just like that, you're done! Thank you guys so much for joining me today for this quick tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope you're not intimidated by it, because I really think that hand lettering can be done by anyone, because growing up, my cursive was absolutely atrocious. I hated it. Even signing my name was really hard. So over the years, I've just practiced and tried to improve. If you're looking for a place to start in your hand lettering journey, this is the book that I started out with. It's just called A Beginner's Guide to Lettering and Modern Calligraphy. They just have a ton of space for you to practice letters in the front, and then in the back is one of my favorite parts, because they have these sample projects above and space for you to start drawing and adding color and doodling on your own down below. So it's a lot of fun, and I will put the link to this in the description, as well as some of the other supplies that I used today. If you do replicate any of these designs, reach out to us on Instagram. I would love to see how it turns out. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you tomorrow.